figured it's time to do a live. Hope everybody is well this evening. You got a Lola in the house here with me. Don't you, Lola? You can't see her now. It's fine. So, yeah, haven't been live for a little while, so figured why not jump on, see what everybody's up to, see how everything is with you guys. And yeah, maybe do a short live. I'm not sure how long it'll be. Hello, hello. There's Fleetpaw and Trekyards. Two of the best and wisest people I've ever met. And yes, I have met both of you. Fear not, the mod squad is here. Indeed. Speaking of Trekyards, we need to add you to the official messenger group for the mods. Anyhow. So, yeah. Great video coming out on, well, it's an okay video, I guess, coming out on Friday on the channel. Hopefully you enjoyed the short for today, which was the Factory Entertainment Phoenix from First Contact. So those are great. Still working on the Vegas content. That's a whole thing in and of itself. So you guys will see it eventually on the Captain Foley personal channel. So stay tuned. And another cool t-shirt. Yes. Yes, and we need to add him for sure. Here, how are you, Fleetpaw? That's fine. Eric Martin is here. Wow, two powerhouses. I'll just take one of the cheap seats. Mr. Eric Martin is here. I don't know if you want to be a mod, Eric. Are you okay? I almost did a fireside chat with the captain last week. And I got sidelined and didn't feel like doing it. So I apologize. And I'm sorry I haven't been doing lives as often lately. I'm just, even on Trekyards, I'm just not feeling it, you know? So. Thank you, Fleetpaw. Mark Lawrence is here. Ha! Had to restart YouTube. It wouldn't let me comment. Well, that's unacceptable. That's just your way of saying you made it here late. I see how it is. You didn't want to admit it. Oh. Gotta show off these books that I was sent. There's a lady that watches this channel. And she's from San Francisco. She sent me these books because she read them and thought she enjoyed them, and she figured me and Sylvia would as well. So it is the Murderbot Diaries. There's 4 books in the collection here. And yeah. One of the most humane portraits of a non-human I've ever read. Come for the gunfights on other planets, but stay for the finely drawn portrait of a deadly robot whose smart-ass goodness will give you hope for the future of humanity. So, yeah. So the Murderbot Diaries. I'd like to thank Melissa for sending this. That's great. But yeah, very cool. All systems read, artificial condition, rogue protocol, exit strategy. Those are the 4 books. So all systems read, artificial condition, rogue protocol, and exit strategy. Haven't read them yet. I don't know if I'll get a chance. As you can see, I got a lot to read. Speaking of, the next chapter or episode of Shelf by Shelf. I should probably film that soon. Anyway, a lot to do and no desire or energy to do it. So, but anyway, LDG is here. Hello. Weather is kind of great for fireside chats. It's nice and cool in the evenings now. Yeah, a little too cool sometimes. Eric Martin, have you started watching Quantum Leap? No, I have not. Trek or not? Cool. It's got the Trek colors on the book spines. Can't argue with that. Mr. Captain 93, I was disappointed with news coverage of the Bell riots this past weekend. Cisco really did a great job filling in for Gabriel Bell. Right? Yeah. You got to think that after he did that and changed the timeline, he was in the history books. You would think that in like school, when they're learning about history, a lot of people would be like, "You look a lot like Gabriel Bell." I'm just saying, might have changed some things for the character. You don't look comfortable. You don't sound comfortable. Red alert. The captain is on screen. Hey, Captain, been a while since I tuned in. It's been a while since I've done a live, so welcome. LDG, thanks for getting back to me. I made sure you were contacted to be given the invite for Bird of Praise Memorial. Yes, thank you for that. Unfortunately, I couldn't make it because I had bought movie tickets. I know, a silly thing, but like 4 days prior to go with my two sons to see a movie, and it was at the exact same time. It literally started 20 minutes before the memorial thing did. Yeah, if you guys didn't know, Bird of Prey 5, a fellow YouTuber and incredible guy, sadly passed away. And I never know what to say at times like that. So a lot of people were letting me know, DJ Odyssey, LDG, many other people contacted me or left comments on videos saying, I don't know if you knew that Bird of Prey passed away. So if you knew him and didn't know that, sorry to be the bearer of bad news. But to be fair, he's, not confined to his bed or wheelchair anymore. So I mean, it's a good thing. I don't know what to say. I feel like I sound like an idiot, but I never know what to say at times like that. So anyway, let's move on. I've been depressed enough as it is. The last thing I need to do is dwell on something like that. So anyway, Fleet Paw throws in $2. Thank you so much. 3 cheers for Melissa. Hip hip huzzah. Hip hip hooray. Do it one more time. Hip hip woohoo. There you go. Jedi Productions. Well, hello there, Cap. Hope you are well. Yes. Trek or not, there's also the fact that Bell would have done other things if he had not died. But Bell did die. The original Gabriel Bell died, so it's hard to believe Cisco replicated exactly, but that's why we love Trek. Did he replicate it exactly, or was it always his version of the events? I'm just saying. I don't know. It's one of those things, right? Mr. Captain 93, Nog did notice the pic in Little Green Men and commented on how Bell looked like Cisco. Yes, but all humans look alike. So, but yes, yeah, absolutely. Oh, and speaking of people passing away, I mean, James Darren just did, he played Vic Fontaine in Deep Space Nine. Another fantastic, talented, amazing person. No longer with us. So getting older sucks because everybody starts, one day people are going to be letting other people know, hey, did you hear that Captain Foley passed away? That thought's been on my mind the last little while, and I don't know why. So that's where my headspace is. So I don't want to let you know let anybody down by joining a live and having me be. But anyway, we're gonna move on from that. So, um, Fleet Pot Kapla, Bird of Prey 5, Batulf, Dijwal, perfect. Jedi Productions, I turned 36 and now my warranty has run out. I feel like parts are starting to break down. Nah, man, I was still smoothly cruising along at 36. Scott 93. So the DS9 episode with the tribbles in it, as far away now as the tribbles episode was to Deep Space. Oh my god. That's a wonderful thought. Thank you so much for that. That's amazing. I don't know if you guys noticed, because you probably didn't, because you wouldn't, but I got new glasses. And yes, they are different than my last pair. So, different shaped lenses too, somewhat. Not a lot of people know that, but now all of you do. Checking out, never happened, my dude. We have a golem prepared to and ready in the freezer. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Fleepa, it means we will remember you honorably. Oh, okay, cool. Did you scream to welcome a new warrior into Stovacor when Bird of Prey 5 died? Anyway, Jeddak, awesome new peepers, the sisters. Hope they bring more things into focus. Maybe that's why I've been more depressed. Scab 93. So you went with the glasses over the visor. It's a choice. Yes, yes, it is. Unfortunately, I am allergic to Retinax 5 and therefore have to have glasses. But that's okay. That's okay. They're special glasses. Got little readouts and little L cards. You can't see it. It's fine, but it's there. You know, I can tricorder scan your body and like see all the information. It's fine. Fleetpaw, I will when the line is over. I didn't know. I will when the live is over. I didn't. Oh, you did. You hadn't heard. Oh my goodness. Because I'm sure you've heard Bird of Prey 5. Because you watch Salty Trekker and stuff like that. So, yeah. Sorry to be the one to tell you. James McGill, greetings all. Can't stay, but want to hit that like button and wish everyone well. Well, thank you very much. And yes, please hit the like button. 14 of you here, 10 likes. Thumbs up. Let's do it. But yeah, what's everybody been up to? How was your Labor Day weekend? How are you looking forward to winter coming? I mean, fall. Fall's first. Fall. Spooky season. The days are shorter. You never know what to wear. That's one thing I hate about this season. You wake up in the morning, and it's friggin' cold. So you wear jeans. By afternoon, it's blazing hot. So you switch to shorts. Then you go to sit outside later, and it's cold again. So now you need to go back into jeans. I hate this time of year. Shouldn't say that. I do like Halloween. I do like the fall. But a nice mix of hot and cool. Not cold necessarily. And no snow. So yeah, the fall's all right. Fall's all right. I prefer fall. Yeah, I prefer fall to spring. I think that's fair to say. Spring's dirty and no leaves on the trees and muddy, rainy, slushy in some cases with the snow melting and whatnot. So yeah, I think I prefer fall over spring for sure. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Mr. Captain 93, did Sam give you the glasses and get mad at you for feeling old? No. Jeddak says, come on, guys and gals, let's slap that like. I had to work Labor Day, but hey, it's all good. Agree, fall better than spring. Although spring's ushering in summer, so in a way that's better. Fall, yeah, the colors, the smells, the Halloween. I love Halloween. I'm a huge. I think my favorite holiday would have to be Christmas, followed super closely by Halloween. So, yeah. See, Scout Guy, I started my fall garden this weekend. I planted a shit ton of stuff, and then raccoons came through and dug it all up and destroyed it. Sorry to hear that, man. A fall garden. What is a fall garden? We actually had some fantastic tomatoes and peppers this year. I'm still eating the tomatoes. I love tomato sandwiches, toasted tomato sandwiches. And I had this discussion with somebody the other day. An American was like, toasted? No, you just use like regular bread. And no, you don't. Toast it. Have that crunch when you bite into it. Nothing better than like sourdough bread, let's say. Sourdough bread toasted with, and you can go, I usually go mayonnaise with sliced tomatoes and salt and pepper, and that's it. It's fantastic. But every now and then, I like to mix it up, and instead of mayonnaise, use Miracle Whip salad dressing for that tang. So I've been eating a lot of tomato sandwiches lately. Toasted tomato sandwiches. It's like shaken, not stirred. Like toasted, not toasted. I don't understand a tomato sandwich that's not toasted. What is wrong with you people? Anyway, it's fine. Jedi Productions, so when are you taking your muscle car out for a burn? I almost did this afternoon. I almost did, but it was recycling day, and the garbage or the recycling trucks hadn't been down the street yet, and there was already some cars parked on in the street, so they'd have to go around them. So for me to get the Camaro out, I've got to back Sylvia's car onto the road, and I didn't want to do that, and until after the recycling had come, and then I ended up playing Helldivers with Matt and my buddy Dan, and yeah, I didn't get around to it. I will be taking the Camaro out tomorrow if the weather, and it's supposed to be the same as it was today, which is nice. So I'll probably take the Camaro out tomorrow. Um, I haven't driven the Camaro much this year, and same thing as last summer. I just haven't had the urge. I haven't felt like doing anything that I normally enjoy. So I haven't taken the Camaro out for many runs this summer, but it's fine. I don't want to overwork it, but that's what it's built for. It is there to be driven. That's what it likes to do. It likes to, you know, do what it's meant to do. So anyway, whatever. I checked all the fluids today. Everything's great. No leaks, which is fantastic. Um, so yeah, don't get me wrong. I've driven it a few times this summer. I drove it to my dad's, like an hour plus drive. So it runs fantastic. I just haven't had the desire to take it out of the driveway and go for a drive. So sad, I know, but it's the way it is. Trick or not, have you ever done Salem, Massachusetts at Halloween Cap? Would love to do Salem myself. You want me to do all of Salem? Like, I don't know if all the husbands and boyfriends in the area would be appreciative of me going down there and just doing all of it, all of them, you know? They're women, I mean. Sorry, that was a joke that was supposed to be funny. It went nowhere. So ignore that. Rewind that. I have not. No. Salem, Massachusetts would be cool. Fleet Paw Labor Day was, well, it was interesting for reasons I'd rather not delve into in a public setting. I did get our new refrigerator in and set up. It's a nice one. French door up to freezer down below. Yeah, that's what we have here. I mean, you've been in my house. I don't know if you looked at my fridge, but you barely looked at my fucking ready room. So Fleet Paw comes over when Sam's here. I'm like, come on, you gotta check out the ready room and all the collectibles in the library, this room, and you know, downstairs where more collectibles are. And he comes in, and I'm like, hey, it's the ready room, and there's lots of stuff to look at. And he's like, yeah. And just keeps talking about whatever he was talking about. And I was so disappointed. I'm like, Fleet Paw, what the fuck? It's one of those rooms that you could go into and hang out for like an hour and still not see everything because you're like, ooh. And the next time you go in, you see things completely different. So I'm just disappointed in Fleet Paw. But it's fine. It's fine. Trek or not, a sliced tomato and cheese toasty with salt and peppers and cheese. I don't know if I wouldn't want to put cheese on it. Fleet Paw, I also had to till several plots for my sister to be able to get the iris rhizomes in ground for mom. Cool. SC Scout Guy. My fall garden has cold weather crops like carrots, cabbage, cauliflower, etc. Stuff that won't grow in the summer heat. Oh, I didn't know that cauliflower and carrots didn't grow in the summer heat. I did not know this fact. Interesting. Jadak, tomato and cheddar toasted sandwiches are the best. Robert Hoffman. Hey, Captain. Hey, Robert. How's it going? Mr. Cap 93, are you guys doing any videos for Star Trek Day? Probably not, no. Sam is away this weekend. It's Marie's birthday weekend, I guess. So Sam is... He's going to be there all weekend. So he won't be back until like Tuesday. So we'll probably be doing a live on Tuesday. He said he might be able to do one on Friday from Marie's place, but I'm not sure if we're going to be doing that. No, we're not doing one for Star Trek Day. If they release any great information or something on Star Trek Day, we'll definitely get around to covering that early in the week. So a few days after it gets released, kind of thing. Oh. But yeah. K70, Chapter 3. Chapter 3 of what? Shelf by Shelf series? Is that what you're talking about? I don't know. Trekyards says, you cougar. Cougars are females. When you say like an older woman out hunting, that's a cougar. Males aren't cougars. Fleet Paw, I need to get brakes done on my car before winter. My trip to London on the Ontario roads kind of did a number on them, lol. What's wrong with Ontario roads, motherfucker? Our roads are damn good, generally speaking. He insulted my ready room by not looking at anything, and he insults our roads. You should come here in the winter, Fleet Paw, because the roads definitely need salt, so you can insult our roads. Bad joke. Sorry, I'm doing the dad joke thing tonight. Not that this is new, but anyway. Sorry. Yeah, Thirst Contact. You tell him, what the hell, man? You won't look at the... Well, he looked at it. He just... Yeah, so I was talking about something, and it's like, me and Sam are like, it's cool stuff. Every fucking shelf. Jadak says, Fleet Paw, you owe the Cap an apology. He welcomed you into his inner sanctum and not really look the airlock with you. Hey, William Alls is here. How's it going, William? Hope you're well. Pink Apocalypse, hey. So hey, apologize if this has been addressed. Has anyone seen the other side of the Tomy Connie refit yet? I'm concerned it may have plugs and seams, even though I already ordered it. Yes, we saw it at Vegas. It was on a turntable, and there are no plugs at all. No seams. The plugs are actually, the screw plugs are actually hidden because there's lots of plate details on the refit. So one or two of the square plates is actually covering the screws. It looks fantastic. I released last week I released a short on Wednesday of the Tomy Enterprise on the turntable, so you get to see it. I will be doing another video on it soon, but yeah, it's definitely worth ordering. It was super impressive, so don't worry about screw hole plug covers. See, I got a chance to talk to the Tomy guys, because when I walked up to the Tomy booth, they were like, Captain Foley, like they knew me from my review and from the videos I've done on their stuff, and they addressed all that stuff. They even told me why a lot of the stuff happened with the TOS one and how they themselves weren't happy with it, but it was kind of the 11th hour that they got that sprung on them. And it was either push the thing back for another 4 or 5 months to correct the issues or go ahead with what they had. So, yes, not exactly, they weren't exactly happy with everything. Um, it's a whole video's worth of content to talk about, and I'm not even sure what I should talk about because they kind of confided some stuff in me. They even showed me one or two hidden Easter eggs on the refit, on Tommy refit, that I was concerned weren't there, um, or something I wish they had changed in my. If you watch the Tommy Enterprise refit, is it worth it video? I say I wish this was this way, and they kind of allayed my fears a little bit and showed me some special features that not many people have seen. So I'm very confident in it, and you should be too. Fleet Paw. I did. I had my picture taken behind the desk. I looked, I saw. I probably didn't see everything. I was in a new place. I was amazed that Samuel actually existed and is a hologram. I mean, you say that, but I promise when I come next time, we can spend more time down there. Well, it wasn't down there. That wasn't in the basement in my office. That's not what I was talking about. That's not my ready room. The ready room is the room upstairs. That the guest room essentially. Sam's bed was set up in there at the time, but that was the ready room. Lots of cool stuff in there. You just even the library you didn't look at, and I know you got your picture behind the desk. It's fine. Okay, you Jaguar. Well, Salem, lock up your feet. Right? Salem. K70, Chapter 3 of my fan film Star Trek Defiant was uploaded and is doing well. Got 200 new subs. That is amazing. Awesome. Go subscribe to his channel, everybody, and check it out. ST Scout Guy, Samurai, Pizza Cats, all over town. I do have that song in my head now. Thirst Contact, the ready room is upstairs and doesn't feature a desk. See, fucking Thirst Contact even knows that, and he's never been here. My God, Fleet Paw. And you're a mod for the channel. Sorry, I don't mean to be busting your balls. I apologize. Yeah, I made the cat chuckle. It made my day. Well, there you go. Thank you. Pink Apocalypse. Yay. Yeah, check out the short that I uploaded on last Wednesday. So a week ago today. And there is footage of it in the Captain's Log videos from a Vegas trip that will be being released soon, as well as me and Sam did an official interview with them, the Tommy people, talking about the ships. So that'll also be out on the Trekyards channel very shortly. Destiny, hi, Admiral Foley. I can't read the rest of that message because it's not for me. I'm only a captain, sir. Anyway, what do you think of the Skydance Spine Paramount picture? I don't fucking know. Whatever. I don't know. Fleet Paw shared the link for the Tommy refit short, so thank you. Rose Kirby, hi Captain Foley. Good morning from the future, the 5th of September. Have a nice day. Have a nice cheese day. Hello, everyone. Oh, see you later, Thirst Contact. Thanks for showing up. Good to see you. Fleet Paw said, I solemnly swear that when I come next year, I will pay more attention. Yeah, but now it feels like it's an obligation. Like, I won't show you the house because you've already seen it, and, you weren't that interested the first time. So it's like, yeah. It's fine. It's fine. I just don't have any faith that anybody would want to come to visit me personally, so I have to impress them with my stuff. See how I would want to, it's fine. You've hurt my feelings, Fleet Paw, and it's fine. Jadok says, I'm thinking about rebranding my channel to Trek Only Fans. What do you think? Do what you got to do, my friend. Mr. Captain says, in all fairness, Sleep, I was drinking with you guys during the live stream, so you may have been maybe confused. Well, see, it was right after he arrived, before we actually sat down to drink and hang out, that I said, hey, you want a tour? And I showed him around. So that excuse doesn't quite work. Eric Martin, Tommy refit looks good. I do hope they fix the diffusion of the violet lights on the warp grills. First of all, they're not violet lights, they're blue. Second of all, yes, they will not look the way they look on the prototype that they got now. That was one of the issues, because that is a resin prototype that was made for this show, for San Diego Comic-Con and for Vegas. That's pretty much how the final is going to look, with a few changes here and there. But that's the one thing that they weren't going to have those bars there, and the guy that built it didn't have enough time to get to the diffusing process to diffuse those. So as a result, Chris Huseman, the guy in charge, was like, if there was one thing you could have done, that would have been it. Because now people are going to complain about it. And I complained about it. Everybody's complaining about it. Don't worry. You won't see those. It'll be fine. They'll be diffused. And they're blue lights, not violet. That's all I'll say on that matter. Fleetpaw, it will probably be different though. Quiet will be moved out and you'll have rearranged things, so it'll be almost brand new. If he's moved out by that point, sure. I mean, if you're going to not come back and visit for another year or two, who the fuck knows how long he's going to be here? Plus, I also gotta, well, first of all, he's got to move out. Then we got to repaint and redo that room. Then move our stuff upstairs. Then I've got to take care of downstairs and buy display shelves. It's going to be a process. So, yeah. Mr. Captain 93, put up a poll, Team Foley or Team Fleetpaw. No, I can't do polls on these lives. So, yeah. Anyway, so no, the Tomy thing is great. They've actually, I had a really good conversation with them because, like I said, they knew me, which was fantastic, to just walk up and be like, hey, you're Captain Foley, right? And then show me some behind the scenes secrets with it that they haven't shown a lot of people. Well, I'm sure they showed some, but regardless, it was great to kind of be an insider on that. And they even said for future projects, they will, I'll be, my name's in their Rolodex. They'll be contacting me to help promote as well as possibly consult on, hopefully, because I have a lot of good input, as they said, and they really appreciate all the things that I'm passionate about in regards to their particular ships that they're doing. So anyway, that's that. I don't know what's going to come of that, but it should be great. Fleetpaw says, I have failed you. I have failed you, Stuart. You can give my wrench to Grievous now. Pink Apocalypse, talk about the Violet. You know you want to. Well, they tout it as the motion picture Enterprise, specifically, not Star Trek 2, you know, not Star Trek 3. And in the motion picture, those warp chiller grills were violet. They were ultraviolet. They were purple, right? So that's what these should be. Also, that being said, their shuttle bay isn't the motion picture shuttle bay either. It's a more simplistic bay. That being said, they are considering doing the full internal shuttle bay. But who knows if that's going to happen, because that's a pretty deep shuttle bay, if you recall correctly, if you've seen any 350 Polar Lights kits that have done the shuttle bay, it's pretty involved. So, and the thing is too, they got to keep it at a certain price point. They don't want to delay it any longer than they need to. It's supposed to be October 2025. And yeah, they want to keep it around the same price. So once you hit like over $1,000, that just shuts a lot of people like right out. So they don't want to do that kind of stuff. So if they can do it with, and the thing is, when I made my "Is the Tomy refit worth it" video to Vegas was what, like a month, and one of the things I complained about or addressed that they, two things actually that they fixed, was the color of the bridge dome, because they had it a gold color and it wasn't the correct color. They changed that, so at Vegas it was actually fixed. Same with the blue of the strong backs on the secondary hull. It was too dark, and they lightened it up. So for Vegas, they had already made changes. So it's one of those things. It's in good hands. The people know what the problems are. They know what the fans have been asking for. They understand the confusion. They understand the reluctance. You know, considering the first one had the screw hole plugs covers, which was not originally the plan, and they were planning on changing it, and then they got fucked by the factory essentially at the 11th hour, as I said, and there's nothing they could really do about it. That's a problem. This one, they've got a much more streamlined process now that they've kind of done one already, and as a result, a lot of those things are going to be addressed. So don't worry, you got people that are passionate, that understand the ship. You got Gary Kerr, you got Matthew Cushman, you got a few other people consulting that really know the Enterprise, really know what fans want, and the fans have let them know what they want. So don't worry, the Tomy Enterprise is going to be a sweet, sweet, sweet ass deal for the price. So Dustin D. While Captain Picard was captain of the Enterprise D and E, he was also a fleet captain, because at least one time he ran one fleet of 20 starships to screen out the Romulans. That's true. Fabian Fabian. If possible, can you do the additional Tomy video interview? I think it is before the September 15th deadline. I would love to. Unfortunately, that footage is all in Sam's hands, and yeah, no, I don't think it's going to be released before the 15th. That's just all I have to say about that. He's the editor. He's the one that does it, and I'll run it by him, because I've already said that to him once, and it's still not out yet. So I don't know. If you mean my video, hold on. I just need to look at a calendar. I mean, if I make it next week's video, it'll be on the Friday, which is the 13th. That gives people 2 days. I could release it earlier, though. I could do it as a special Wednesday video, so the 11th. So it gives you 4 days. I'll consider that for sure. Put it this way. If you're waiting for a video to find out if you should buy it, I'm telling you right fucking now, it's going to be worth the money. You should buy it. I ordered mine as soon as I woke up in the morning of it was a Saturday morning of the convention, and they were already at like 43% or something, and then literally a couple hours later they had hit over 100%. If you want one, get one. It's that simple, because if you're hemming and hawing thinking, oh, I don't know, I should wait until it comes out and then we'll see. No, because once it's out, it's the same thing happened with the TOS one. On the secondary market, it doubles in price instantly. You won't find that one, the refit especially, for less than like $1,800 after it's been released. I can guarantee you. The TOS one was originally selling for like $1,400. Um, but again, that has issues that people were bitching and complaining about. So trust me, the refits much better than that in quality and presentation and everything. Yeah, I can't see anybody selling it for anything less than $1,800 on the secondary market. So if you're I don't know, just get it. The worst thing that can happen is you get it. Maybe don't open it, but watch a review of it that somebody else that gets it. They can say, I don't like that thing. But then you have one physically that, okay, I paid $700 for this, or 800, whatever it is. I think it's $799. And now that I have it in hand, I can sell it for literally double the price if I wanted to, and you'll get the money. So you can't really lose. So that's kind of my take on that. Dustin says also in First Contact, Captain Picard took out the Admiral's ship in Sector 001. It was taken out of the fight. Indeed. Jatic Productions, is there a big difference between the Enterprise and TMP and Star Trek II? No, there's no difference. They're the same Enterprise, except that the lighting that they use, or the filters that they use for filming, made the blue warp nacelle grills, made the purple warp nacelle grills look blue, and they were blue for the rest of the movies. So TMP is the only one where they actually have that UV purple color. So, yeah. And the bridge is different, of course. So there are subtle changes, but exterior-wise, no, not really. Nothing at all, honestly, except for the lighting. Eric Martin, I think they should include a travel pod. I talked to them about that, and they're like, you know what? You can go and buy 15 travel pods on like 350 travel pods for good money, for a cheap price. I have a few here from my 350 Polar Lights kit. Because I made that joke. Yeah, it would be great to have a little travel pod that could magnetically go to the side. And they're like, yeah, but when we start including that, that starts upping the price because we got to do the tooling for that. It's very small, and to put a magnet in it and stuff, it's like it doesn't sound like much, but it would have to increase the price by at least $50 or more, and they don't want to do that. They don't want to increase the price like that. So be happy with this Vulcan shuttle, and you can find 350 travel pods and work bees and shuttles. There's a lot of places online. You can look up 350 TMP shuttle or travel pod and buy one. So no, they're not going to do that. Mr. Captain 93, you could get a ship and put some TMP paint on it too. Sure. Dustin D, the TMP shuttle cargo bay is like 2/3 of the Star Trek dry section. Yep. Rose Kirby, please, could you say what you are doing for Star Trek Day if there is a special stream? There's no special stream. We're not doing anything on the Sunday. If anything interesting comes out of Star Trek Day, we will be covering that earlier in the following week, or the following week. Maybe not early in the week, but we'll be covering it the following week. But yeah, no special live stream for Sunday. I'm actually busy Sunday, so I can't. So, no. Pink Apocalypse. I've never understood impatience. They can take a year for all I care as long as they do every fan requested change. Oh, exactly. You can't do every fan requested change. That's a little bit fucking arrogant on a fan's part. Like, because if you wanted everything that the fans wanted, it would cost over $2,000. So they're not going to fucking do that. Anything they promised to do is a different story, and that's where they fell down with the TOS one, because they promised to have certain things that they didn't deliver on. And I also found out something very interesting about the original Enterprise from Tomy. The reason that stand is there for the saucer, it doesn't need it. It does not need it. It's engineered perfectly with just the regular stand. The reason that they have the support for the saucer is for legal reasons, because they said, if this thing is around for 20 years and it's on top of somebody's bookcase and all of a sudden it falls because, and this is from the legal department, if the plastic gets weak or, brittle and cracks and the thing falls, it's a 20-pound model. It falls on a baby's head or kills a pet or something. That it's a legal thing. They needed to have that stand there to be like, we shipped it with the support stand. If you didn't use it and it falls over, that's on you. So I've never used the saucer stand, so that's why those concerns are there, or that's why they included that. Much to everybody's chagrin, even their chagrin, they're like, we don't like this fucking thing, but it's the best we could do with the amount of time we had. Because like I said, everything kind of hit them in the 11th hour, and they were like, fuck. If we want to make all the changes that we want to make after getting screwed by the factory, then it's going to be another 6 to 8 months, maybe, to get it out, maybe longer. And somebody just said, it doesn't matter how long. To some people, it does. That'd be a deal breaker as well. So it's a business, unfortunately. Fleet Paw says the refit will triple or quadruple on the secondary market. Oh, easily. Jaddock says, I once heard from a famous Australian musical comedian that there is a word you are forbidden to say in Canada. It's the C word. What, cunt? It's not forbidden to say here. What the fuck? No. No word is forbidden to say. Is it frowned upon? Yeah, by some people. But I mean, I use it on a regular basis. So it is what it is. You either like it or you don't. I really don't give a shit. If you're talking to me and I'm saying it, either you are the cunt or I trust you enough to realize that the thing I'm talking about, it's fine. There's no forbidden words. Ooh, you'll go to jail. No. Destin D. TMP, the Enterprise could not shoot phasers at all once warp power was cut off. By Star Trek II, the Enterprise had some power for limited phaser shots, but not enough to cut through Reliant shields. Could not shoot phasers at all once warp power was cut off. Sure. Not technically true, but it's fine. Donnie is here. Donnie says, I plan to do another Star Trek Starship dedication plaque artwork, this time in remembrance of Deep Space Nine. Vic Fontaine himself. James Darren, as they say in broadcasting. Stay tuned. Cool. Let's see. Speaking of TMP, Paramount Home Entertainment is releasing its 45th anniversary limited edition steelbook on November the 19th. Nice. Fleet Paw says, that's fair, but I've never seen you before. Oh. Yeah, there's shit going on, moderator shit. What ship would you like Tommy to do next? Voyager, Defiant, Deep Space Nine. Well, see, I was talking to them about this too. They want to do 350 scale ships, which means a lot of the ships are kind of out of the picture. Voyager would probably work in 350 scale. They'd kind of like to keep everything the same scale. That won't be a possibility if they want to do ships like the Enterprise D, which they might have on their radar. But if you make a 350 version of that, it's going to be 6 feet long. So nobody's going to buy that, especially in die-cast. It would weigh too much. It'd be ridiculous. So what they would do if they did the Enterprise D, it wouldn't be 350 scale, obviously. It would be more in line with the fan home one, the like 34-inch one, which would still be a heavy beast. So what ship would I like to see? I mean, I think a Voyager would be cool. The Romulan Bird of Prey, like the TOS one, would be kind of cool in 350 scale. That would look really nice. Simple, but nice. I haven't really given it much thought, honestly. If they're going with the same scale, a D7 would be cool. Not a Katinga, I would like a TOS D7. Katinga would be all right as well, considering that they'll have the refit out by that point. But their plan is to do a new ship every 2 years. So brace your wallets, everybody. And if they're going to do 350 scale, there's only so many I can buy before I run out of room. So I don't know. I don't know. Hello, Captain. Question: what's the biggest Star Trek vehicle in your collection? Can we see it? That would be my 350 TOS Polar Lights kit that I built, and my Tomy Enterprise. I know you can't see them right now. I've shown them off multiple times. There's lots of video of them out there. So, Fleet Paw, the word is in the U.S., but people here, myself included, use it. It has gotten me in trouble before. Well, there you go. Peter the Caco, welcome back to Alive. Cap, missed these nights. Hopefully, Tomy takes on the Enterprise D as well and not crap the bread like Hero did. Janet, thank you for clearing that up. I'm looking forward to Star Trek Day. Perfect. In Australia, kind of a badge of honor. Yeah, like you silly cunt. Yeah, I understand the context of the word. Rose Kirby, right? Chat, Captain. Right? Chat, Captain Foley, wishing everyone sweet dreams, huge love, joy to everyone, and have a great Star Trek Day. Thank you, Rose. You as well. Donnie says, I'm looking forward to Star Trek Day as well. Right now, it's day 4 of Star Trek month. Shiptember. Mr. Captain 93. Correction, Captain Foley would buy a 6-foot long Enterprise. No, I wouldn't, because I would not have the room for that. Fleet Paw, what would DS9 be in 350, like 12 foot? No. If the Enterprise D is over, just slightly over 6 feet, I don't know what DS9 would be, but it would be way more than 12 feet. Maybe not way more, maybe 16, 17 feet. I don't know. Do the math, figure it out. But they couldn't even get the scale right with the Enterprise D docked to the station in the show, so who knows? Jedek has a question. Would you own a Star Trek Enterprise era shuttle pod, but the sound system only plays Faith of the Heart and you can turn the song off while you're in it? Would you own it? No, I'm not a big fan of the shuttle pod. I mean, if it actually did shuttle pod things and went into space, sure, why not? And Faith of the Heart is not that bad, despite what everybody, making fun of Faith of the Heart is kind of like making fun of Nickelback. Oh, it's so cool to make fun of Nickelback. Nickelback has some good music, and if you're one of those music snobs that's like, they're not really a band, I don't know what to tell you. You're just jumping on like the bandwagon of Nickelback haters. So Faith of the Heart's the same thing. I don't know what to tell you. Fleetpaw, you can see both the Tomy and Polar Lights 1350 scale ships Foley owns in this video. Thank you, Fleetpaw. Mark Lawrence, Universe class at 350 scale. Ain't nobody got room for that. Ain't nobody got room for that. Ain't nobody got room. Ain't nobody got room. Ain't nobody got room for that. This Captain 93, the NX-01 would make a great Tomy model. It would, and that's probably a good one that they would do next. Polar Lights has a 350 NX model. I can definitely see Tomy doing one. I think that would sell fairly well. Would I get it? I wouldn't buy it, but talking to Tomy, I might be able to get a review one for free. So we'll see. But yeah, I still wouldn't have the room for it, and I would probably have to sell it after I reviewed it. But yeah, I think the NX-01 is a good call for sure. Yeah. Chaddock, agree. I'm just taking the piss. Just for fun. Okay. Eric Martin, someone should make a TMP space dock to go with the Tomy refit. That would also be fairly freaking large. Pink Apocalypse. I legit love Faith of the Heart. It was an Olympic song for a reason. Fleetpaw says Faith of the Heart is a good song. I like both the Rod Stewart and Russell Watson versions. Nickelback is awesome. I will bat with anyone who says different. Indeed. All right. Look at my shirt. It's all cracked. Which is sad. But it was like a cutaway of the Enterprise. Anyway, whatever. I'm just going to... You know what I'm doing. If you're a regular here, you know. You know the routine. Gotta turn that sand art. It's been a while since I've flipped it, actually. Yeah, there we go. Don't worry, I'm still here. What is that? It's my sand art. I just wanted to flip it. Come on, settle. Just gonna let it settle for a minute, then flip it again. See, Fleetpaw knows. Did you even see the sand art when you were here? Probably not, because you didn't even look around. It's fine. You didn't look at the shelf of Star Trek stuff. You kind of came in here and stood there. Sorry, I keep bringing that up, Fleetpaw. It struck me as like, I'll stop. I don't want to bug you. Peter Kako, hey, in Star Trek Las Vegas, was there any tidbits of news for Star Trek coming out or existing projects? No. At least not officially. We did hear a thing or two from some of the actors we interviewed because we snuck in some cheekily worded questions that might imply we know more than we actually did, and got some interesting responses. Let's put it that way. Can I go into details? I mean, there's going to be some people maybe showing up in Star Trek Academy or Starfleet Academy that you might not necessarily expect. I'll say that. We have no hope for remastered DS9, do we? Of course we do. Absolutely we do. And as a matter of fact, there's people bidding on the chance to do that as of like a couple months ago. So yes, absolutely. You'll get it eventually it just might take some time. You'll get Voyager and Deep Space Nine both remastered, 100%. And when you get Deep Space Nine remastered, you'll get it in widescreen because it was originally shot in widescreen. So extra footage. If you want to see some of the remastered footage that they did do for DS9, check out the documentary What We Left Behind, and they show there's a section on the DVD, if you get the DVD, where it's like the original broadcast and then they're remastered and they have like a lot more. So yes, it'll be fantastic. Jedi Productions. One thing I'd like to see is the Cap and Commander in a cameo in an episode of Star Trek looking at the Foley class at the Fleet Museum. Yeah, none of that's going to happen. For us to be in a show, even as background extras or whatever, we would have to get in the Screen Actors Guild, which we could do. I mean, but yeah, it's one of those things, right? But anyway, Might be wrapping this up soon, so just wanted to let you guys know that. I just wanted to come on here and do a live. I haven't done one in a while, and yeah, now I have. So 24 likes, which is great. Can we get a few more likes? So at least 25, so one more like. But I mean, up to 30 would be cool. If you haven't hit the like button, please do so. Anyone wants to super chat, that'd be awesome too. We had one super chat earlier from Fleetpaw, so thank you, Fleetpaw. That is greatly appreciated and helps us out immensely here. So, Fleetpaw, not if it was done in an animated one. That's true. That's true. We did talk to Mike McMahon about that, but even then, they've got a lot of loopholes. Not loopholes, but like hoops to jump through with the higher ups to approve certain things, and adding some people, fuck's sakes, to a show. I mean, they could sneak it in, I suppose, but yeah, we've talked to Mike McMahon about that. But you got to understand that those guys that work on those shows hear that from everybody. Like, oh, it'd be so cool if you could put me in there sneakily somewhere. Ha ha ha. It's like, yeah, but you and everybody else, right? Mm-hmm. Don't worry, I'm still here. Not that anybody gives a shit. Oh, how can this be dusted? My God, man. My God, man, it's dusty. Anyway, sorry, I'm back. Yeah. Save Lower Decks, save Prodigy, save all the things. More Star Trek, more Star Trek. Simple concept. If we like what we like, we want to watch what we like. Anyway, guys, I think I'm going to call it there. So, yeah. Tune in on Friday for a new video on this channel. Maybe on Friday we'll also be doing a live on the Trekyards channel. We'll have to see how that goes. But of course, new content on Sunday or Saturday on Trekyards every week for 10 years now. So check that out. And I'll see about doing a Tommy video. There's a lot to kind of compile and talk about with that. So I'll see. Hail Kaon. Yes, go get ready for work. All hail tomato mayo sandwiches. Hell yeah. Toasted. Anyway, on that note, thank you guys for watching. Have yourselves a fantastic night, fantastic rest of your week, and I'll catch you guys later. You guys are awesome. Live long and prosper. I'll see you soon. Bye, everybody.